Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. Today I'm sitting down to film my everyday work from home makeup look. I know I haven't done a proper life update video yet, but I do currently work at home, fully remote, and so some days I like to give myself some time in the morning to get ready. I know a lot of people work from home and don't bother to get ready or don't put makeup on, or even people that work in person. It's totally up to you. It's totally personal preference. Makeup is fun and different for everyone, but for me, on some days during the week, if I need a little bit of a pick-me-up, put some makeup on and just feel a little bit better. I definitely don't wear makeup every day during the weekdays, and I don't think anyone needs to or has to or should feel obligated to. But if you're looking for a very simple, light coverage, glowy daytime look, this is the kind of video that's tailored for that. I do need to start getting ready because I do have work today. I found this headband. This is definitely from like the 4th grade and I'm 23 now, so it's super old, but I was cleaning out my bathroom when I moved back home and I found this and I decided to keep it because it's actually really convenient for keeping my hair back. All right, so you guys have seen my primer routine 1,000 times, so I'm gonna go through this really fast. But the only new thing that I guess I haven't really shown on this channel is that I like to start off with this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Perfector 4-in-1 Glow. I have the shade 01 Light. I think they have a fair shade and then they have a couple of shades deeper than this. Most days I do like to use the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. It's one of my favorite products to wear underneath foundation because it makes your skin super glowy, but it is super pricey and I don't want that on an everyday basis. And so I found that this is a good alternative to that. I know it's kind of classified as a dupe. I definitely don't think they're the same product, but I think this is more everyday appropriate for what I'm looking for. You get some product out on the sponge and then you just go ahead and swipe it all over. And I did already do my skincare this morning, so my skin is pretty hydrated, so I'm not really looking for like another hydrating primer. This definitely doesn't offer any moisturizing benefits. It's definitely just there to give you a glow. Really messily blend it out. Nothing has to be perfect because it's gonna get covered by foundation anyway. So to finish off the primer step, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Putty Primer kind of like in my T-zone, on my nose, a little bit between my brows, any areas that I kind of want smoothed out. And then underneath my eyes, I use the Becca Under Eye Corrector in medium to deep. That is pretty much it for the primers. I feel like my skin has a really subtle glow to it. It's a little bit smoothed out and my under eyes look a lot more awake than they did when we first started. Moving on to foundation, I know a lot of people don't like to wear foundation every day or even at all. And if you don't need the coverage or you don't like the feeling of it, you can totally skip this step. I personally like to lay down a little bit of a foundation just to kind of even out my skin tone and give me a nice base for my other products. Since this is an everyday lighter coverage dewy look, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum Foundation. I wear the shade medium 4 to 5. Some days I don't wear any foundation. I'll just go in with concealer and kind of spot conceal some of these scars. But today, since I'm filming this video and I have a little bit more time, I thought, why not? We can lay this down first. Can be a little bit messy. Just be careful that you don't squeeze out too much. And sometimes I just take whatever is like left on the paddle and just run it across my skin. I guess it's technically like a skin tint. It's not really a full foundation because it has very minimal coverage. You can still see my natural skin peeking through, but it kind of just evens it out a little bit. That literally took like 2 seconds to blend out. It's so fast and it's very sheer and it kind of melts into your skin. It just makes you look like you have naturally hydrated, glowy skin. I really love that foundation. Next up for concealers, I'm gonna be using my favorite. This is the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer. I have 2 shades. Starting off with the deeper shade, I like to just use this on my cheeks and kind of like on the outer corners of my eyes. So I have that darker shade kind of dotted all over my face, and then I take this lighter one right in the inner corners of my eyes to brighten, and then down my nose and kind of in the T-zone to kind of bring like a lifted, brighter look to my face. On days that I'm doing more of like a full coverage look, I like to pair this concealer with a more higher coverage like the Too Faced one or the Tarte one. But on an everyday basis, I just like to use 2 shades of this one because it's super easy to blend. It's really creamy. It offers like medium coverage. It has like a nice satin finish so it doesn't like dry out your skin or make it look too cakey. I also feel like this formula blends really nicely with like tinted moisturizer products. I usually take the sponge to blend out most of the areas on my face so that it doesn't look too heavy. but underneath my eyes, I use a brush to get the most coverage that I can. Here is a close-up really quick of what my skin is looking like after primer, foundation, and concealer. It looks very natural, very glowy. Before we move on to cheek products, I'm gonna take a little bit of the number 7 Lift Illuminate powder. You guys have seen this in all of my videos. And I just like to set my under eyes really quick before they start creasing. I am gonna put a little bit of powder on the rest of my face later, but we do have some cream products to use, so I'm gonna wait to do that. Now let's start adding some color back into my face. For cream bronzer, I'm gonna be using this one by Persona Cosmetics, and I have mine in the shade Dune, and this is called her Bronze Multi-Stick. It's definitely not a contour, like look how warm it is on me. I feel like one day if she's running a sale or something, I might try to pick up one of the deeper shades that have a little bit more of like a neutral, cool undertone. I really like this formula from Persona because it's very easy to blend, but then once it dries down, it's not like overly sticky, like my hair doesn't get caught in it, which is like one of my biggest pet peeves with cream products. This one doesn't do that, so I really like it. And it blends out super fast, like you guys are seeing this in real time. And then I don't really contour my nose, I just kind of like run a bronzer over it just to kind of look like a little bit sunburnt. And then for a cream blush, I've been really enjoying this one from Tarte. This is a mini size, and this is their Breezy Cream Blush in the shade Pink Sky. It's the perfect like everyday flush of pink. It's more of like a matte formula, so it doesn't make you look overly like sweaty or greasy, but it still provides you like the other benefits of a cream blush, like it looking very natural and not powdery. I just like to smile and put some on the apples of my cheeks and then run it over my nose. Now that we've laid down the cream products, I do like to set my face a little bit. I'm gonna take the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder, and I just take it on this big fluffy brush and run it over all of the products. And I love it because you can still see like the glow through my skin, but at least now that it's powdered down, I don't feel like icky. This is the Smashbox Cali Contour Kit, and it comes with like a contour shade, a bronzer, a blush, 2 highlighters, and then like a face banana powder. I don't normally always do cream and powder products. Most of the time I would just do creams, set it like I did, and then just forget about it. But since I'm filming a video and I have time, I might as well just set some of the cream products with some powders. And I love this face palette. I use it all the time because you have everything that you need and it's just convenient. You don't have to pull out a lot of products. For blush, we're gonna take a little bit of this. It's mostly matte. It definitely has a little bit of like a sheen to it. These powders don't have a lot of pigment, which is nice because I do like the color of the cream products on underneath. I just kind of want to set them down and lock them in place. So I feel like this palette does a really good job at that. Lastly, for highlighter, I don't really wear highlighter on a normal basis, but I do like to put a little bit down the center of my nose. I feel like I like that little glow at the tip that it gives, and this is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. That is pretty much it for the face. Again, I know this might be a lot of makeup for some of you, or it might even not be enough for others of you. You totally could just do powders. You could also totally just do creams, depending on your skin type and what your preference is. Next, we're gonna move on to the eye area. So starting off with brows, I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Wow Brow. I use this every day, whether I'm doing everyday makeup or even for glam occasions. It's just the best eyebrow gel out there, and it's only $4. Here's one eyebrow with the Wow Brow, and here's my normal eyebrow. It already looks so much fluffier, way more defined, way more filled in, and so I really recommend this. It's super easy and it's very quick. If you guys are not new to my channel, you definitely know that I am an eyeshadow freak. I love eyeshadow. It's probably one of my favorite parts of makeup. But even though I wear this much makeup on an everyday basis, I do not wear eyeshadow for my work from home job. I normally don't even have that kind of time in the morning to even think about putting together an eye look. Sometimes I wish that I did wear eyeshadow more on the weekdays just because I own a lot of palettes and it'd be nice to get use out of them, but there's just no way. That's kind of where I personally draw the line. I usually just take a mix of the bronzer and blush that I was using. This is not anything like precise. There's no method to this. I literally just take a fluffy crease brush and run it everywhere just to add a little bit of color. So now it looks like I did something without really doing much at all, and that's kind of the vibe that I'm going for. You guys have seen these on my channel so many times, so I'm gonna do this off camera really quick. For eyeliners, I'm gonna be using these two from NYX, a liquid one and a pencil one. And then for mascara, I've been using the Tarte 4-in-1 Lashes mascara. I'm gonna go put these on and I'll be right back. I don't really love this mascara, but it's pretty good for every day. It doesn't do much for my lashes, but it does enough for what I need right now. I think last up, all we have is lips, and these are the two products that I actually do use every day. I switch up most of my other makeup, but for lips on an everyday basis, I'm only using one of these. First, we have the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm in the berry flavor. I love this because it is a lip balm. It's super hydrating, very moisturizing, but it does have a slight tint to it, so it makes it look like you're wearing a lipstick or a lip gloss. And then the other product is the e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shine. This is in the shade Happy, I think. But it's basically a twist up hybrid lipstick, lip gloss, lip balm formula. It has like a little heart in the middle that has like a moisturizing property to it. I've been obsessed with this e.l.f. one lately, so I'm gonna use that today. It's the perfect throw it in your purse, don't need a mirror kind of lip product. So if you're looking for something that's super affordable and very easy to use every day, highly recommend this. It's just like a few glides back and forth. It smells like watermelon. Very good product, and I feel like no one talks about this, but I love it and I use it all the time. All right, guys, that pretty much concludes my everyday work from home makeup look. On the days that I have more time and I want to look more presentable, this is just what I feel the most confident in. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll consider subscribing and sticking around for future videos. Maybe I'll do more get ready with me's before work and kind of show you guys some of the products that I switch up and rotate between. If that's something you'd be interested in, let me know down in the comments. And other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye.